In this video, we're going to be using Løthur Grooming Dave and the Stahly Live Vintage Razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your IAMCDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I think we have a great one for you today because we're going to be using Løthur Grooming Dave, and this one has a really nice scent. Let me put the scent notes on the screen for you. You see it's citrusy, fruity. It's got some white jasmine, woody, iris root. It's really nice. It comes together beautifully. Scent strength is right at that medium level. I really like the scent on this one a lot. And this soap is not an inexpensive soap. However, it is on sale as of this date, which is the date of shooting this video, at the Razor Company. I got it for $19.99 for 4 ounces on our cost chart there. That is a fair price of $4.99. However, normally it's $24.68 at the Razor Company, which is $6.17 an ounce, which is in the painful realm. So right now it's on sale. Now is the time to strike. If you shop the Razor Company and you want this, and I'm happy to have purchased because it smells great. The consistency on this, however, is extremely soft. It's almost cream soft. I'm not a big fan of that. However, I will say I didn't have any problem lathering it. I did use a little bit more, and I scoop out soaps with these sort of cosmetic spatulas, which you can find on Amazon. I link all the products below, by the way, if you're interested. Anyway, scoop some out. Smells great. I'll show you the ingredients right there. This is a tallow-based soap. It is good quality. I like the packaging. I like the matte black. Some people don't. I do. I've used Løthur before, and it's definitely a good quality soap as far as that goes. Pricey, but definitely good quality. All right. The razor for today was sent to me to try. It's on loan from Jason at the Razor Company because he's never seen me use the Stahly or Stahly Live. This razor was made between the 1940s and 1970s, and this one is a special razor because you twist the bottom and it vibrates. I don't know if you can hear that vibrating. You probably can't, but it's vibrating. And so the idea behind that vibration is as you're using it, it's sort of breaking the surface tension. They said at the time it's not as likely to skip or hang up. I don't know if there's any substance to that, but we will use it today. We're going to be using the Gillette Nasset blade, and this is, by the way, a 3-piece razor. We'll go ahead and show you that, show you what it looks like. Unscrew the handle, and there you have the blade loaded in. It's interesting the way this head is attached in there. Can you see the way it's kind of got that little, it's attached by these arms, so that mid piece is kind of floating in there a little bit. I know it's hard to see on the screen. It's a very interesting design, and the bar here it's not all one solid piece. I don't know if you can see that. It's like coiled almost, it seems, or it's textured like it's coiled. So this is a really interesting razor that we look forward to using today. So thank you, Jason, for allowing me to try this one. I really appreciate it. Great guy, Jason at the Razor Company. All right, enough yapping. Let's get to shaving. And I'm just gonna miss a little under 24 hours growth today. We have a magnificent lather with our Løthur. Again, the consistency on this soap is extremely soft. However, it was not goopy, so I like that. The lather is great in our Captain's Choice Bowl. The brush today is the PAA Switchback 400, and I have an AP Shave Co. 2-bed knot on it. So the PAA Switchback 400 just comes with the handle, and then you put your own knot in. So I put this 2-bed knot in it, and I really like it. I tend to like brushes with these long handles. I didn't when I first started. But I think oftentimes you find that things you like in the beginning change over time as you experience more and more products. Initially, I had no interest in brushes with long handles, but eventually I learned I really, really appreciated them. So I like this Switchback 400. Really, really nice. It's aluminum, feels great. And I love the AP Shave Co. knots. This is a beautiful quality soap. On a quality basis, I can make no complaints about this soap whatsoever. It is a very good quality soap. It's just pricey, and it's a little softer than I personally would like. However, as I mentioned yesterday, most of the time as these bases lose moisture, they will firm up a little bit, so that will be nice. But the softer the soap, generally, on a value basis, the less value you get out of it because you tend to go through the soap quicker than if it's more firm. That has been my experience in the years I've been doing this. And oftentimes, if it's a super soft soap, you'll load more, end up using more. That has been, again, my experience. All right, let's get into this shave and see how it works. Let's go ahead and wind her up here and get some of that vibration going. Not that it's required. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear that, but that is an unusual feeling. And the handle is very, very chubby, so it definitely feels different. It's really hard to feel the blade cutting. This is, I assume, going to be a very mild razor, but that's okay. We can work with mild, it's no problem. I prefer a little more blade feel than this razor offers, but we can still make it work. I'm going to get that off there so it doesn't bloop in the floor. Now, what I've noticed immediately is I can feel the blade more when it's not vibrating. So it's almost stopped vibrating, and now I can feel the blade more. So when it's on full maximum vibration, I don't feel the blade as much. So maybe that's a good thing if you don't want to feel blade. Let's wind it back up a little and let it go a little more and see if we have that same sort of experience. Yeah, the vibration sort of, for me at least, it makes it so you don't feel the blade cutting as much. And that could be an advantage for you, perhaps, if you just don't like feeling the blade. I do. So for me, I might actually prefer using this razor without the vibration on. It doesn't vibrate a tremendously long time. I think I read somewhere where if you wind it all the way up, it'll give you about 3 minutes of vibration. So it probably won't last more than a pass or so. So for example, now it's sort of stopped vibrating. It surely is an interesting razor. They made a lot of interesting designs over the years, and it's fun to use razors like this and just try them out. It's a little mild for my taste personally. However, we can still use mild razors. For most people, not every single person, but for most shavers, if you're experienced, you can make use of about anything over time. Once you learn your face and the grain and what your face will and will not tolerate, and you'll know when you have a mild shaver, you might have to do a little extra work, and there's no problem with that whatsoever. All right, let's mist and get involved with our second pass. The soap was fantastic. It is slick. It smells great. And I remind you again, as of the shooting of this video, these Løthur soaps are on sale at the razor company. So now is the time if you want to get it a little cheaper than you ordinarily would. So strike now. The time is now. I picked up a couple, and I do like the scent of this one. This one is definitely a keeper. And this is really, I know some people, this soap got a lot of attention early on, and people said it was hyped up, but I think it really is a fine quality soap. Some people use the term hype, and there's negative connotations sometimes with the word hype. But I find that oftentimes where there's hype, there's also substance to the claim. A lot of people like something. If you're seeing a lot of positive comments about something, chances are there's virtue in it to some degree. You might not agree with it entirely, but chances are you're not going to see a soap that's getting a lot of respect in the community. It's not going to be bad, most likely. So I find that most times when something is, it's heralded as being good, it usually is. So I don't always take hype as in a negative way. To me, it just means it's getting a lot of attention. And usually when things are getting a lot of attention, it's for a reason. It's not just out of the thin air, All right, we didn't wind it this time, so let's see how it feels here going across. Not bad. We'll sort of speed this up a little bit because we're already 10 minutes in, and we don't want to make a video that's 40 days and 40 nights long. So what I'm going to do is convert this to sort of a 2-pass shave. I've already gone across, but now we'll go against on the residual slickness here of the Løthur. And again, this is a very slick soap. There is no problem whatsoever on a quality basis. in my estimation. Very nice. Again, let's just make sure we're hitting all the spots there. That feels very nice indeed. Mild shaver here, the Stahly or Stahly, depending on what you want to call it. Some people say it differently. It's a nice shaver. And again, we thank Jason at the Razor Company for allowing us to try it. He is really a great guy, and I enjoy doing business with him. That's where I order most of my products. Great service, and you know, Jason's a big supporter of many of us in the community as well, and of course that means a lot. You appreciate people who appreciate what you're doing, you know. Very nice, very nice. Let's wind it up again and see how that feels. Very interesting. It's sort of a, you know, could be a gimmicky or novelty thing, but I tell you what, the sensation that I get is when I'm using the vibration, I don't feel the blade as much. So it does have an effect. In terms of what the effect on the shave is, I don't know, but I know that I simply don't feel the blade as much when it's vibrating. So, you know, for whatever that's worth to you. Let's come down and now go across, because we're, again, gonna do 2 passes here just to keep the video a little bit short today. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. I will be live this coming Sunday. I'll put a slide there up on the screen for you. At 12 p.m. noon on YouTube. And if you're around, you know, join me. We'll give you a chance to ask some questions and chat live. And so that's always fun. That'll be this coming Sunday again. So I hope to see you there if you're able to. We like to catch up with people and chat. Great soap here, by the way. Like I said before, I think in the first video where I used Løthur, if you want, on the slide I wrote legit, because it is legitimately good. It's not just a soap that was hyped up to be something it's not. I think it lives up to the hype in terms of quality, for sure. Again, it's a little pricey, it's a little soft, but overall, it's a very good soap, and I'm happy with it. It's a purchase I'm happy with. All right, let me rinse, then we'll come back into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back and off cam. We did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we used our PAA alum, no stinging. That was a super smooth shave. Following the alum, we did a cool water rinse, toweled off with our Lancaster towel, and then we applied the Magic Made by Witches. This is Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber. Had an excellent shave today with Løthur Dave. This is definitely a good quality soap. It is very, very soft, which I'm not crazy about, but I find that this particular soap, despite being soft, lathers pretty easily. It doesn't do what some of the really soft soaps do that have 10,000 butters, which is they start to behave almost like a brushless cream, and they sort of get up in the brush and they don't want to yield a great lather, or at least you have to tinker to get a lather. That is not the case with this one. It made a great lather, and it is a very good quality soap, and I enjoyed it. Big thumbs up. The razor for today was the Stahly or Stahly Live from the 1940s through 70s. This was made sort of gimmicky, that vibration, but I can tell you, when it's vibrating, you don't feel the blade as much. Whether that's a plus for you or not, you know, it's up to you. I think I prefer it without the vibration. It's a mild shaver. It's not one I think that I would go on eBay and buy myself. It's a little milder than I like, but we still got a great shave with it, and I'm happy that Jason sent this to me and allowed me to try it, and I will get this back to you soon, Jason. Thank you very much. I'm going to close things out today with RazoRock XXX Fresco, which is that classic Aqua de Parma scent with a little bit of menthol, and I haven't used this splash yet because I just received it recently, and let's give it a go. Oh yeah, man, I love the scent of Aqua de Parma Colonia. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Oh yeah, woo, very nice indeed. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you Sunday at noon here on YouTube. Let's chat and have a good time. Thank you again. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.